Hey, yeah, you. The one who keeps saying it's too late. Too late to start. Too late to change. Too late to chase something bigger. Stop. It's not too late. You're just scared. Scared that you'll try and fail. Scared that people will laugh. Scared that you'll give everything and still fall short. So instead, you pretend you don't care. You act like the dream was never that serious. Like the goal was just a phase. Like settling is maturity. But deep down, it burns. That dream is still there. That voice still whispers, you were meant for more. And every time you ignore it, it hurts a little more. You see people chasing what they want without hesitation. They look fearless, but they're not fearless. They're just locked in. Locked in on their goal. Locked in on their grind. Locked in on becoming who they said they would be. Meanwhile, you're distracted. Scrolling. Waiting. Doubting. You keep thinking you need the perfect timing. But there is no perfect sea to sail on. The waves will always be rough. The wind will always shift. The storm will always threaten to sink you. That's life. You don't wait for calm waters. You become strong enough to survive the storm. Right now, your biggest enemy isn't failure. It's hesitation. Hesitation steals more dreams than defeat ever will. You hesitate to start. Hesitate to commit. Hesitate to go all in. And while you hesitate, time moves. Opportunities pass. Regret builds. You tell yourself, one day I'll lock in. But what if one day never comes? What if this, right now, is the moment that decides everything? You don't need a new year. You don't need a Monday. You don't need permission. You need a decision. A ruthless, unapologetic decision. To stop playing small. To stop treating your dream like a hobby. To stop negotiating with comfort. Because let's be real. You've felt the pain of losing. You've tasted rejection. You've been underestimated. You've been told you're unrealistic. And you smiled it off. But it stayed with you. That disrespect. That doubt. That look people give you when they don't believe. It cuts deep. Good. Let it cut. Let it fuel you. Because every great journey begins with someone who refuses to accept their current limits. You don't have to be the strongest today. You don't have to be the most talented. You just have to refuse to quit. That's it. Refuse to surrender when it's hard. Refuse to back down when you're scared. Refuse to abandon your goal when progress is slow. Lock in on your training, on your discipline, on your growth. Lock in when it's boring. Lock in when it's painful. Lock in when nobody is watching. Because that's when it counts. Anyone can dream. Few can endure. And endurance is what separates legends from spectators. Right now, you're standing at the edge of your own adventure. Behind you is comfort, excuses, safety. In front of you, risk, pain, uncertainty, and possibility. Massive possibility. But possibility only belongs to those who move. There's a moment in every person's life, a silent turning point, where they either accept a small life or decide to chase something that terrifies them. This might be that moment for you. So answer this. Are you going to keep saying, it's too late, while your dream slowly dies? Or are you finally ready to lock in and prove that your story is just getting started? Good. Then understand what lock in really means. It's not a mood. It's not a quote. It's not a phase you post about for a week. It's war. War against your distractions. War against your laziness. War against the version of you that chooses easy over necessary. When you lock in, you cut the noise. Less talking. More doing. Less announcing. More building. Less dreaming. More executing. You stop needing validation. You stop explaining your vision to people who can't see it. You move in silence. Because when you're truly locked in, your results speak louder than your words ever could. And let's be clear, this path is not glamorous. You will be misunderstood. You will be doubted. You will be alone sometimes. Your friends might not get it. Your family might question it. People will call you obsessed. Good. Obsession is the price of greatness. You don't become extraordinary by thinking casually. You become extraordinary by committing fully, by waking up when others sleep, by training when others relax, by studying when others scroll. That's the difference. You don't wait for motivation anymore. You operate on standards. A standard that says, I don't quit. A standard that says, I finish what I start. A standard that says, my dream deserves my discipline. Because here's the truth. Nobody remembers the person who almost tried. Nobody celebrates the one who had potential. The world respects results. And results come from consistency under pressure. So when the grind gets repetitive, when progress feels slow, when your body is tired and your mind is heavy, that's the checkpoint. That's the moment that separates the serious from the spectators. Most people fold there. They say, maybe this isn't for me. You double down. You remind yourself why you started. You remember the pain of being underestimated. You remember the nights you felt stuck. You remember the fire that pushed you to begin. And instead of slowing down, you push harder. Because locking in means burning the exit plan. There is no backup. There is no maybe. There is only forward. Forward when it's hard. Forward when it's lonely. Forward when nobody claps. And one day, when the results finally show, when your strength is undeniable, when your growth shocks the very people who doubted you, they'll ask how you did it. They won't see the sacrifices. They won't see the discipline. They won't see the internal battles you won in silence. Only you will know. So here's the final test. When distractions call your name, when comfort offers you an easier path, when doubt tries to convince you to slow down, will you unlock your old habits? Or will you stay locked in and fight for the life you said you wanted? Be honest. Are you truly ready to commit until the dream becomes reality? Or are you just in love with the idea of being great?